Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my YouTube channel Cyber Muneeb. Today we will analyze how to find out whether a researcher is good or bad, or whether you should start your PhD or Masters by Research or postdoc under their supervision or not. So basically there are three things that need to be taken care of before analyzing or before choosing any researcher. First of all, you need to check his DBLP profile. Second, you need to check his Google Scholar profile, and third, you need to check his web page. We will go through them step by step, and I will also demonstrate it with some examples of some top researchers in the field of electrical and communication, so that I'll give you an idea. First of all, what to check in a DBLP profile. DBLP is basically a database that actually shows where that researcher is regularly publishing. So first of all, the most important thing for a technical work, for a technical researcher, is to check where the how many transaction articles and where he is publishing, on which transactions he is publishing. For example, you always need to check for the IEEE transaction. You can also go for the ACM transactions, but I would not recommend going for some other local transaction or some journals that name themselves as transaction. Always try to check for IEEE transaction. Next, you need to check what are his top journals, what are his top conferences. Like, is he publishing in good journals for of IEEE, elsewhere, Springer, Wiley, or he's just publishing in some local journals, or whether he's publishing in some top ranked conferences or just some local conferences. I'll go through the profile of Professor Dusinyato. First of all, he's one of the top ranked researcher in the field of electrical engineering and communication. This is his DBLB profile. So first of all, we'll see what are his top papers. So you can go through refine by venue. If you say that I should make a separate video of all these things, I will make them, and just let me know in the comments. This is refined by venue. So he has 57 articles in IEEE ICC conference, same 56 articles in Globecom. These are the top flagship conferences of IEEE in communication. Then he has like certain articles in IEEE transaction on wireless communication, transaction on vehicular technology. So it means that he is publishing regularly in transaction. So if you get a chance to work under his supervision, you should never deny. Similarly, you will also check whether he's publishing some good surveys, or what are his top journals except from these transactions. So except from these transactions, he's publishing in IEEE wireless communication, IEEE communication surveys and tutorials, which is the top ranked journal of IEEE surveys, like having an impact factor of 23. And then he's publishing in IEEE IoT journal. So it means that he has a very good profile. uh, mm, so you can also search the number of journals or number of transactions. Similarly, if we'll analyze the profile of Professor Ikram Hussain, you will find out a similar hierarchy. uh, Top journal is IEEE transaction and wireless communication. So he has got 63 articles in IEEE transaction and wireless communication. The next one is IEEE Globecom, then some other IEEE transactions, and the same trend goes on further. Similarly, if we'll analyze the profile of Dr. Bashir Rahmani, and there's another Professor Dina Khatabi. Um, Professor Dina Khatabi is a professor in MIT, so her work is mostly focused on projects, and she's normally publishing in IEEE SIPCOM, IEEE Mobicom. IEEE SIPCOM and IEEE Mobicom are some of the top flagship conferences. Like, when if you even publish in these conferences, that paper does not even require an enhanced version to be published in journal. So if someone is publishing in IEEE SIGCOM or IEEE Mobicom, that is equal to the level of these transactions of IEEE, or even sometimes more than the level of these transactions. So you cannot rate these profiles. Similarly, the profile of Dr. Mubashir Rahmani, he's regularly publishing IEEE communication surveys and tutorials, and then he's publishing in JNCA. So these are the people, they are working under their domain within different criterias. Like, you cannot compare the profile of Professor Dusit Nyato with Professor Ikram Hussain. So you are not comparing the profile, we are just analyzing their profiles, that whether their profile is good to work over or not. Similarly, if you analyze the profile of Professor Ian, So he is also publishing in different venues, like I guess his top work is in GNCA. I'm not sure. It's slowing down. But yeah, these people are publishing, so yeah, he's publishing in computer networks, and afterwards he's globecom and transitional networking. So these are different venues for different researchers and different fields. So we cannot compare their profile, but we need to analyze whether their profile is good or not. The next thing that you need to take care of while analyzing the profile is to check their Google Scholar profile. Google Scholar profile is important for two reasons. First, you need to check their recent publications, like what exactly that person is publishing recently, like which field he's working over, what are his recent research interests. You will find out that whether his recent research interests are matching to your interest or not, so that you can apply further. And do you need to check their highly cited articles and how many citations they have, but do not always get impressed with the number of citations, because sometimes people do a trick of citing their own work in their own articles, and they get a lot of citations. So citation is not just one of the criteria. You can also check where these articles are being cited. Let's proceed further. Let's say I have opened the profile of Google Scholar profile of Professor Dusit Nyato. He has around 30,000 citations, and he is recently working over 6G mobile networks, auction theory, federated learning, market analysis in Internet of Things. So these are his recent trends, like where he is publishing. Similarly, you can check his top cited articles. Survey on mobile computing, that was in wireless communication. Second was wireless networks, published in IEEE communication service. So you need to check out where these people are publishing regularly, or which of these works are getting highly cited. And you can open the who have cited these works by clicking on the number. So these are the works that have cited that paper. So similarly, another profile, Professor Ikram Hussain, his top cited work is NS2. Like he wrote a very good article on the introduction of Network Simulator 2 in 2009, and his recent works are in the field of modeling and analysis, energy harvesting, and UAVs, and similar work, machine learning in IoT security. So you can even check out their profile. There's another profile of Professor Ian. He has like got more than 1 lakh citations. His top surveys are cited more than 40,000 times. So you need to analyze their profiles, but don't always get impressed by the citation. This is a very good professor, but there are some people that keep on citing their own works, and do ask their friends to cite their own works, and just to increase their citation. For example, they have written a book chapter, and among 30 or 20 references, 12 or 15 references are their own articles. So this is like just to increase their citation. Their citations don't get counted in other venues, or I will try to make another video of this. The third thing that you need to find out is to check out their personal web page. What to check in their personal web page? You need to check out the number of awards and recognition they are getting. You need to check out their editorial positions, the books they have published, like it could be authored book, edited book, or like check out where these books are being published, like what are the publishers. You can check out their projects, and lastly you can check out their students. Let's say I'll open the profile of Professor Dusit Nyato. So this is his personal web page. You can check out, he won the best paper award in ICC. He was a highly cited researcher. Also another best paper award, best young researcher award, so distinguished lecturer of IEEE Communication Society. So these are the awards that you can check whether that person is worth applying for or not. Similarly, he is a senior editor of these journals and area editor, associate editor. So these are the things that you need to check out, that what are his awards and what are his editorial positions. Similarly, if you open the profile of Professor Ikram Hussain, you can also check out his awards over here. Awards, yeah, research associate. Yeah, so he's an editor in chief of these journal. Editor in chief is the highest ranked position in any journal. He's the editor of these journals, guest editor of for these. So these are the positions that you get to you get when you actively participate in the society. Similarly, for Professor Dina Khatabi, she has got like Sitcom Best Paper Award and ACM Fellow, Sitcom Time of Test of the Time Paper Award. So these are the awards. So you can find out what awards he is getting. There's one more thing to find out, that sometimes people get awards from some bogus journal or bogus conferences. They do not worth. Try to go for the awards from IEEE, ACM, or the elsewhere, like some top venues, or from the some top publishers. Similarly, you have need to find out, check out what are their books, how many books they have edited or they have authored. So these are two different things. I have demonstrated it, what are the authored and edited book in a different video. For example, if I open the profile of Professor Dusit Nyato, so these are all the books he have written or the author he have authored or edited. Similarly, in Professor Ikram Hussein's profile, these are all the books that he have written or edited or authored. Same goes for Dr. Rahmani. These are the books that he has written. Next thing that you need to analyze is to check their project. For example, Professor Dina Katabi, she's actively working in the projects that are contributing to something more practical. So you can check out her projects. For example, these are all the projects that she's working over, and she has got things published under this project in Sitcom and Mobicom. So you can check out their projects as well. Lastly, you can check out their students, that where their students are at the moment. For example, if I open the profile of Professor Ina Khatabi, these are the list of his students. Let's say I open this student, Omid. So she has supervised a lot of PhD students within time. So this person is also an assistant professor in University of Waterloo. Let's say if I open this profile, no, it's not opening. So this is also a graduate student, currently another graduate student. So you can find out where the students of these people are. So all of these things will determine whether you need to work over for work. You have to work under the supervision of any person or not. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll keep on uploading the video, and you can subscribe to channel right now. If you're watching it somewhere else, you can just go to the link of YouTube channel by typing Cyber Muneeb and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.